Hello the internet and welcome. So this is going to be my May Empties video. Can you believe we are a third of the way through June in 2018? I don't know where all of the time this year is going, but this is crazy pants, because I don't know, man. The whole saying that time speeds up as you age is 110% correct. Like, it is just a thing that happens, and I'm not a fan of it, to be completely honest. Like, it's nice during the work week to a certain extent, but yeah, it's June in 2018. Anywho, moving on. So for the month of May, I got through 10 products. Got through / gave up on. I only have 2 products that I've given up on, so I didn't want to make that a separate video, but we will get to those at the end. Let's start off with skincare. So I have 2 products for skincare. I usually don't include foil packets in this sort of thing. I don't want to make a habit of it, but I did want to mention for the first item, this is the No. 7 Triple Action Serum. I didn't like this for a pretty silly reason. I don't like the smell. So this Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Serum is clinically proven to deliver 3 anti-aging results: visibly reduced wrinkles, noticeably firmer skin, and a more even skin tone. So number 1, you're dealing with 3 milliliters of product in a little foil packet. So you're not getting a whole lot of product to begin with. So testing out any form of skincare in this is going to be very difficult. So that's the first problem. The second problem is, in the ingredients list, they specifically list that they've used perfumes. They've used scent to try and make this better. It smells terrible. Absolutely terrible. Like, I can't even describe the scent. I'm not someone who typically wants fragrance in my skincare, so if you're gonna put fragrance in skincare, at least make it smell good. That is how I feel about it. So I had enough to use this twice. It smelled terrible, and I didn't notice any difference in my skin. But again, it says after 2 weeks, people noticed a difference. This is 2 uses. You know, I don't know. I don't think that skincare should come in foil packets. I really don't, because you can't get an accurate representation of what it's going to do for you in 2 or 3 uses. You just can't. It doesn't work like that. That's not how anything works. Moving on. The other thing is the Ulta Beauty Hydraburst Leave-On Mask. So this is just like a moisturizing mask. I was typically using this when I got out of the shower because it was the closest thing to my shower. It didn't really have a fragrance. It definitely did an okay job of helping to retain moisture and keep my skin from drying out after I got out of the shower. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't groundbreaking. Like, I would rather save the like $10 and put that towards repurchasing my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream and having a backup of that nearer to my shower, because the other one normally sits at my makeup desk. So it's good. If you happen to stumble across it, it's not bad, and it's easy to work with. It has just like little pumpy thing, and I mean, it's a thick base, so it'll sit nicely in your shower or on your counter or wherever. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. Okay, moving on to face makeup. First off, the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. I feel like this did a better job of evening skin tone and filling pores than their poreless face primer, which is weird. I didn't hate it. I actually rather liked it. It's like a clear primer, went on smooth, held up. Again, when it comes to like pore filling, held up better than their pore filling primer. So there's that. It's relatively inexpensive, depends on where you get it, but I believe it's usually around $6. It is at Ulta. I like it, but I have a lot of primers to work through, so I don't intend to repurchase it anytime soon. Okay, and then we have 2 complexion products. So the first one is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. I finally finished off this one. This is the second one of these compacts that I've gone through. It's a nice powder. It holds up well. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't really budge. I didn't notice a lot of transfer with it. Excellent for touch-ups throughout the day. Definitely recommend it. And then we have the Absolute New York Radiant Cover Creamy Concealer. This is brightening and lifting concealer. I had it in shade light, medium, warm. I enjoyed this. It was kind of thin, so it didn't do the best job of covering if you have pigmentation or blemishes that you're trying to hide. It wasn't absolutely outstanding for that, but it definitely did the job of lightening, brightening certain areas of your face wherever you were trying to illuminate. I liked it under my eyes. It's a good product. The only problem is Absolute New York. You can pretty much only get their products on their website, or I've also found them on iKate House. So this was actually part of my iKate House haul a couple of months ago, and again, I really enjoyed it. It's just a little hard to find. So I don't know that I would necessarily repurchase it right away. I do have like 3 other concealers open right now that I definitely need to get through, one of which is also pretty much only used as a brightening concealer at this point. So if I finish that, I might return to this, depending on, you know, if it's still on the iKate House website, how easy it is to get, that sort of thing. So the Trifle Cosmetics Truffle Mascara is actually pretty awesome. It is a bit expensive. It's around $20 for a mascara. It is cruelty-free, and I believe it is also vegan, but I did a comparison of this to the Covergirl Clump Crusher a couple of months ago because I feel like I get a very similar effect with both products, and the Clump Crusher is under $10. I don't really notice a difference, which is odd because this is a natural bristled mascara wand as opposed to the Clump Crusher, which is rubber, and I really don't notice much of a difference in terms of the formula or how they make my lashes look. So it's not something that I'm necessarily willing to repurchase, not because it's not a good product, but because I'm thrifty. And I would prefer not to spend $20 on mascara if I can help it. Then I have an eyeliner. This is the Ruby Kisses liquid eyeliner. It's white. This is not completely empty. It's not totally an empty, and it's not that I've given up on it. It's that it's starting to dry out and not apply as well. So I enjoyed it. I think that it does a fairly decent job. It's just one of these little kind of pliable wands. You do have to go over it several times. I don't notice a really big difference between this and like the NYX Vivid liners in terms of application, wear time, cracking, that sort of thing. And this is one of those products that you can pretty much only find again on their website, or I believe I got this from either Shop Massé or iKate House. I can't quite remember which. So it's a very it's a very affordable product, but it's not amazing in terms of performance. It worked. I made it work, but if you have something that doesn't crack, if you have a go-to already, I would not tell you to go seek this out for any reason. Last 3 things. So let's do the fragrance. So I finished up a sample of the Marc Jacobs Decadence perfume. I did go ahead and I recently purchased, not a full size, I purchased a roller ball of this fragrance because I really do love it. And I mean, I kind of wish I'd been a little easier on this. I could have left it in my purse or something, but it's fine. Roller balls are also convenient, but I'm unable to get the last little bit of it out. So this is done. I really liked it. I would, definitely recommend it. It's more of one of those sweet vanilla-y, slightly floral note type things, but I like it if you happen to see it in store. It's not the least expensive thing out there, but it definitely smells good, and I have noticed that this lasts all day. I can put it on in the morning, go to work, come home, and still smell it. So that's really awesome. Without reapplication, it hangs on really well. Okay, and then the last two products are lip products that I have given up on because they suck. So let's go with the Covergirl LipPerfection first. So this is just one of those crayons, the little twist up lip crayons. It's supposed to be a balm, and they come in various shades. They're supposed to tint your lips, and they're supposed to be hydrating. This did not do a damn thing. Number one, because it's a balm, it has no lasting power. So it doesn't do a good job of tinting or staining. It just rubs off on everything, just all the transfer. And then it's not even hydrating or moisturizing. Like, it just feels like I'm putting grease on my lips, and I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy that at all. So I hate this. And this was one of the products that I received in the Shica Chic subscription box. I've actually gotten 2 of these from Shica Chic. Thanks. So I have 2 of these that I need to get rid of. The other one is in a different shade, but same formula, same product. It's crap. Which sucks because, in general, I think Covergirl is a decent brand. It's just these things in particular they're not useful for what they're supposed to be useful for. Alrighty, and then the last thing that I've given up on, the last thing for the video, is this Sheree Cosmetics Lip Something in the shade Chic Nude. So, why, you ask? Do you dislike this so much? Well, it's not a shade thing. I mean, it's a pretty pink. I don't hate the color. However, the product itself is incredibly drying. Like, the dry down is pretty fast, and once it dries down, it immediately starts cracking. Like, if you move your lips, it just starts to crumble, and it looks terrible, and it shows off any texture that you have on your lips. I feel like it creates texture. I literally have exfoliated my lips and then put this on, and it still looks like there's texture just because it dries down and it starts cracking. So this, I do not have time for this. I do not have time for a lip product this crappy. So this goes the way of all of the other nude shades that look terrible into the trash. That concludes the May Empties, and I hope that you have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching this. I will see you in a video very soon. Please subscribe. It would make me very happy. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you. Either way, have a wonderful day. Peace.